it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to Marathon Day, and today we've got a viewer's request, and it's for the band Wire, a band that I didn't know too much about. Musically, I'd heard of them, heard one or two of their songs, but so this was like a fresh start of a new band for me, and I've really enjoyed it actually. So and now I've sort of got them in my little library on Spotify, etc. So, formed in London in 1976 by Colin Newman, who was vocals and guitars, Graham Lewis, who was bass and vocals, Bruce Gilbert guitar, George Gill lead guitar, and Robert Gray on the drums. They sort of started off in the punk scene. They appeared at the Roxy, and they have been considered a definitive of art punk, post-punk band, and they have released 17 albums, so we're going to have a look at those today. So coming in at number 17 is the 8th album from 1991, and it is called Drill, and it comprises of one recorded song remixed various times. Although it's officially an EP, it's still an album length. So, playing on here is Colin Newman, Graham Lewis, Bruce Gilbert, and Robert Gray. It's also known as Robert Go to Bed. And this is about an hour. So it's got different titles, but it's the same song with different titles, but it's actually the same song. So the best version is In Every City, which is very New Order sort of thing, so I don't mind that. Then they do a version that they've called it What You Desire. It's probably the dreariest version of the song on this album. It's awful. Coming in a close second worst is Arriving, Staying and Going. It's so irritating, it's too busy. Then we've got A Berlin Drill, just lots of noises. Do You Drive? Not very good. Jumping Meat, absolute garbage. Did You Dugger? One of the better versions. It's got a nice sort of electronic solo on it. And Where Are You Now? Bit repetitive. This is one of the most bizarre albums I've ever listened to in my life. So I'm going to give this a 1 out of 10 purely for the one version of the song I like. Okay, coming in at number 16, we've got the 7th album from 1990. It is called Manscape. It's Colin, Graham, Bruce and Robert. And the first track is called Life in the Manscape, which is very commercial for them. It's okay, it's got a nice tone to it, I like that. Stampede, very poppy. They've gone from being a sort of punky band to this pop band, and it just didn't do anything for me. Patterns of Behaviour. Now this, although it was recorded in 1990, it sounds like that it's come straight out of the early 1980s, that new wave sound, and it's not too bad, that one isn't. Other Moments is the next one. The worst track on here, it's I Hate the Drum Machine. Small Black Reptile, not a big fan of that as well. It's just too poppy commercial. Torch It, the drum beat doesn't work on this track. Morning Bell, the best track on here. It reminds me of the band Japan. It's got that sort of vibe to it, and it's not a bad song. What's the Deportation, all disjointed. What Did You See? A cross between New Order and Talking Heads, and it's not too bad. Goodbye Ploy sounds too much like Talking Heads, but there's not a problem with that. Sixth Sense, one of the better tracks on here. It's got a nice beat to it. Children of Groceries, not a big fan of this one either. Too many noises. Hung at Me at Lights in a Tree, A Craftsman's Tool. It's not too bad, but it's far too long. It comes in at 10 minutes and it sort of loses itself. Another album I didn't really connect with. It's got a couple of good tracks on it, so I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 3 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 15 from 1991, the 9th album, The First Letter, and it was released before their second extended hiatus. So it's not wire, it's created as weir or weir, spelled W-I-R. So it's Bruce Gilbert, Colin Newman, Graham Lewis, and additional personnel. We've got Claude Bessie reading Naked on Naked, whooping such like. Take It is the first track for Greedy. Quirky. Even the drum machine works on that. I'm quite impressed with that one. Slow and Glow, It Grows. Yeah, it's a little bit lackluster, but there's a little bit of guitar in there that really does help it. A Bargain at 3 and 20, yeah. Strange old track. Sounds like it's 2 tracks put together. Footsie. It's okay, it's got a nice little beat to it, I don't mind that. Ticking Mouth, I found the vocal delivery quite boring and not what am I doing here sort of thing. It continues, too much going on, it's too busy, you can't pick out much. Looking at Me, Stop, it's one of the better songs on here. It has got a little bit of a groove to it. Naked, Whooping Such Like. So it's got some horror keyboard noises, and that's all you can really hear. Tailor Made, this is a little coherent of the other tracks that I've done, and this one's a lot better. I like that one. No Cows on the Ice. No. And A Big Glue Canal. It's got the most irritating vocal delivery I've heard. It stops, it starts, it distracts. Yeah, another album that's pretty not, you know. I'm glad I started listening to their earlier stuff before I got down to this, because of this, I don't know what. This is a style that I'm not very keen on. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 4 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 14 from 1989. It's the 6th album, and it's the beginning to rock and back again, or as it's known better of as IBTABA. So it's the same lineup: Colin, Graham, Bruce and Robert. The first track is called Finest Drops. The electronic sound is very creepy. It's a really good track. That electronic sound gives it some eeriness to it. Eardrum Buzz, not too bad. It's a bit poppy, but it's more coherent. German Shepherds isn't too bad. It's got a little bit of a groove on that one. Public Place, my favourite track on here. It's one of the longer tracks. It's got a lovely echo, moody, and some nice acoustic guitar on it. It's a Boy. The drums seems a little bit too fast than the actual song. It sounds like the rest of them are playing catch up. Illuminated, not too bad. It's got a nice flow to it. It's some nice little grooves and little bits of guitar on there are quite nice. Boiling Boy just flows in from the last one. These 2 tracks are sort of interacted together, and it's okay. Over there's it's got more emphasis on the keyboards and the guitars on this track. It's not too bad. Yeah, this isn't too bad. It's sort of a little bit more experimental, and it's got some good tracks on it actually. I quite like this album, so I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 13, the 16th album from 2017, Silver Lead. Colin's on here, Graham's on here, and they've got Robert on the drums, and we've got Matthew Sims now on guitars. Playing Harp for the Fishes, good opening track, melodic. I love that deadpan vocal as well. It's really good. Short elevated period, a good track, upbeat. It's got some nice drumming on this from Robert. Excellent track. Diamonds in Cups, an excellent catch. It's got a really catchy riff. The vocals are really good, and the track's been well put together. Forever and a Day. It's okay. it's not the best. An Alibi, a really good track. The drumming on it is excellent. It's nice to see drums instead of machines. Sonic Lens, it's got a great bass line on it. Really drives the song along. And then we've got Brio, not a big fan of this and never will be. It's just a dirge for me. Sleep on the Wing. The drums are too fast again. It's a shame because the rest of the song's pretty good. And then Silver Lead, there's nothing wrong with this. It's got a nice melodic plod to it. I think this has got some good tracks on it as well. There's one or two on here that I'm not very keen on, but on the whole it was quite a good listen. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 6.5. Okay, coming in at number 12, the 17th album from 2020, Hive. Graham Lewis, Robert Gray, Colin Newman and Matthew Sims. The first track is called Be Like Them. Not too bad. Love the guitar work on that. It's excellent. Cactusize. Now this sounds very old school Wire. It's got a nice beat to it. It's got that new wave track to it. Really good track. Primed and Ready, another quirky little track. Lots of good guitar riffs on here. Some excellent keyboard work on that. Off the Beach, my favourite track on here. I do like the acute guitar work, and there's a little bit of a acoustic guitar that really adds to it. Unrepentant, a very good track. It's got a nice ambience to this one. It's got a great vocal as well. I really like that track. Shadows, another of those sort of ambient tracks. Great vocal as well on that one. It's Haunting from Colin on that one. Then we've got Oklahoma, a really good track. Real strong riffs. Got that sort of old style Wire sound. Hung, it's a good track, but it's a little bit long. It sort of meanders in the middle. It does come back, but it's sort of that middle section doesn't really need to be there in my books. And the last track, Humming, it's got a very nice ambient track to end the album. It's a shame I've had to put this album at number 12 because it is a really good album. Got some strong tracks on it, so I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 6.6. Excuse me. Better. Okay, coming in at number 11, the fourth album from 1987, The Ideal Copy. Same the lineup. So, The Point of Collapse is the first track. Although it's in the height of 80s production, they've usually used it to their advantage and put a really good track together there. I don't mind that track at all. Ahead reminds me of The Cure at the time. It's that structure, that sound that you're half expecting Robert Smith to start singing. That's as good as it gets. Madman's Honey, quirky, got some really nice keyboard sequencing going on that. A really good track. Feed Me, I think this is very dark. It's industrial sound. It's my second favourite track on the album. Ambitious, very mid-80s, but it works. The drum machine sounds pretty good. It's got a nice echo to it, that industrial sort of sound. Cheeking Tongues, it's too much going on. It's very busy. There's nothing that you can really hook onto. But my favourite track on here is Still Shows. I like the little bit of acoustic guitar at the beginning. The percussion's pretty good. It's absolutely wonderful track. And the last track, Over There's, another track that reminds me of The Cure. Really good track. Now this isn't a bad album considering it's made in 1987. It's got a lot of 80s production on it, but I think they used it to their best. It's got some really good tracks on this, so I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. Okay then, coming in at number 10, the 13th album from 2013, Change Becomes Us. Colin Newman, Graham Lewis, Robert Gray and Matthew Sims. First track is called Doubles and Trebles. It's got some really nice guitar tones on this. It's got that nice deadpan vocal, excellent. Keep Sailing. Very short track, so nice vocal on that. Like that track. Adore Your Island, my favourite track on here. It's got some really nice guitar riffs. It's short, sharp and compact. That's what I like about it. Reinvent Your Second Wheel. It's got a lovely ambient sound to it. The atmosphere on this is really nice. It's quite relaxing in places. Stealth of a Stork. Good little track. I love the sharpness of this. The riffs are really good as well. Black and White Silence. Ambience, some keyboards and a really good bass line on that one. Time Lock Fog. Again, I think that middle bit's a little bit too long. It's nice, but it goes on a bit too long. Magic Bullet. Love the drumming on this from Robert. Excellent track. Really keeps that drum rolling around. Eel Sang. I found this a bit bitty. Doesn't seem to fit really. Love Bends. It's got a nice quirky guitar bit. The keyboards on this are fantastic. As We Go. Pretty good track. Very catchy. And Much Besides. Really nice song. It's ambient, some nice acoustic guitar. Really good track. And the last track, Attractive Space. Some lovely harmony singing on this, which is unusual. And the riffs, it's just a good track to end an album. So I love this album. There's 13 tracks, but it's only 48 minutes long. It's a perfect amount for an album. It's got some strong tracks on here. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.2. Okay, coming in at number 9 from 2008, the 11th album, Object 47. And it's called, it's named so because it's the 47th item on the Wire discography. Colin, Graham, Robert. Additional musicians on here: Paige Hamilton guitar, and credited with Feedback Storm. First track on here is my favourite track, and it's called One of Us. Love this. One of my favourite tracks. Just reminds me of that sort of rocky pop sound at the time. Excellent. Circumspect, another track that's got a great driving bass line, some lovely guitar work on that one as well. Mekon Headman, old style Wire. Love the driving riffs on this. It's an excellent track. Perspex Icon, it's got that new wave sort of thing, new Model Army sound. Yeah, it's really good. That gothic sort of, it's really good. 4 long years, ambient, atmospheric, great vocal on that. Hard Currency. Love the bass on this. It's got such a great sound on it. It's a solid track. Patient Fleas. A real alternative rock, quirky, interesting grooves on that. Are You Ready? A bit commercial for them, but it's pretty good. It's quite catchy. And the last track, All Fours. Now the guitar work on this track is super, and it's got one of the best guitar solos. And that feedback is pretty cool on here as well. A great album. It's gone away from the electronics and gone back to the gritty guitar sounds. And it reminds me of some of the later Chrome stuff as well. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 7.3. Okay, coming in at number 8. It's a mini album. It's their 15th studio album, and it was released in 2016. It's called Nocturnal Koreans. So it's Graham, Robert, and Matthew, and Robert. So the first track is Nocturnal Koreans. Certainly goes back to the old days of Wire. Love this track. It's got some excellent guitar work on it. Internal Exile, my favourite track on here. I love the acoustic sound that comes across on this. It's well put together. I love the little bit of horns in the background as well. Dead Weight, very melodic, solid track. Forward Position, the guitar gives it's got a really good guitar effect. It really gives that eerie feel to it. It's a super vocal as well. Numbered, real heavy stuff. I love the guitars on this. It's gritty. Love the keyboards. Still, driving riffs that powers the song along. Excellent track. Pilgrim Trade, melodic. It's got a gentleness to it with some nice riffs. And the last one, Fish's Bones, interesting track. It's got a great bass line and the drumming is fantastic. This is a short mini album, as it says, but it's worth mentioning because it really goes back to their early days. It's got some great tracks on here, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.5. Okay, coming in at number 7, 12th album from 2010. It's called Red Barked Tree. It features Colin Graham and Robert, and it opens up with a track called Please Take. Such a catchy, strong vocal delivery. It's fantastic, and it's a really good track. My favourite track on here is called Now Was. The bass line, and it's got this very sort of drip drip tempo, very solid. Adapt. The atmospherics on this is really good. It's quite gentle, but there's a little bit of aggression in there, some lovely piano on it. It's a super track. 2 minutes, another track reminds me of Chrome, that industrial rock sound. Great little track. Clay, bass line is brilliant. Everything sort of hooks around that bass line. Very, very good track. Bad Warm Thing, the drumming on this is excellent from Robert. It's basic, but it really is a good, solid drum performance. Moreover, I love the riff. It's an industrial sort of sound to it. The drum sound set upon this is really good. It's got a nice bounce on it. It's just something different. A flat tent. It starts with a bit of clapping, but it goes back to the old days. I love this track. Smash, bass line, solid guitars. It's proper wire, that is. Down to this. I love it when they put that acoustic guitar in. It just gives it something extra, and it does on that track. Red Bark Trees, acoustic guitar at the beginning, really adds to it. It's a lovely track to end the album. Excellent album. No bad tracks on this. They've gone back to the roots on this, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.8. Okay, coming in at number 6, we've got the self-titled album, Wire, 14th, released in 2015. Colin Graham, Robert and Matthew. First track is Blogging. I really like this track. It's an old style sort of track, but it's got a modern day fact. It's got about blogging, YouTube's mentioned, Amazon. It's a fantastic track, and I love the lyric delivery and the words to that one. Shifting, a really good track. The lyrics may be a little bit repetitive, but it's got a really good vibe to it. The music. Burning Bridges, don't mind this one. Again, the vocal, it's a bit repetitive, but it's okay. My favourite track on here is a thing called In Manchester. It's very British. It's talking about Manchester. It's quite funny, some of the lyrics. High. Short, sharp, 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Great bass line, great riffs. Sleepwalking, one of the longer tracks. It's very melodic, but it's well put together, so that 7 minutes doesn't seem 7 minutes. Jolston Jostle, another of my favourite tracks on here. Quirky, great riffs. Swallow. Now this has got a really good bass line, and it's got some little delicate touches on the guitar. Nothing too fancy, but just delicate. Really adds to the atmosphere on this record. Split Your Ends, solid track. Nothing wrong with this one. Excellent track. Octopus, pretty solid. Love the drumming on that. And the last track, Harpooned. It's definitely got that last track on the album syndrome. It's a little bit too long as well. Excellent album. It's one of their best modern albums, I think. The last track goes on a bit, but apart from that, it's very, very good. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 5, we've got the 10th album from 2003. It's called Send. And it's the first full-length release by any incarnation of the group since 1991. It contains previous released 7 songs from the thing, but it's really good. And it's got songs from the EP Red and Burn 1 and Red and Burn 2. So we got In the Art of stopping. This is proper old style. Great riffs just using modern technology. Mr. Mark's Table, my favourite on here. The rawness is excellent on this. Very, very good. Being Watch, one of these old style tracks with a more modern twist. Really good. Comet, absolutely brilliant track. And the Affairs of Kodak, brilliant track again. Revisited. Nice Streets Above, killer track. Love the riffs on that. Spent, solid, really raw track that is. Red and Burn, really have changed this into a solid track. You Can't Leave Now, not the best one, it's a bit dreary. Half Eaten, strong track. And then the 99.9, little bit strange, sounds like a Dalek singing in places. I think this is really good how they've took their old songs and really beefed them up. And it's good. The newer songs are not as good, but the older ones are, so I'm going to give that one an RTO ranking of 8.3. Okay, coming in at number 4, the 5th album from 1988. A bell is a cup until it's struck. Interesting. It's Robert, Bruce and Graham, who's just credited as Lewis, and Colin Newman. So the first track is called Silk Skin Paws. It's got that indie goth rock sound to it, as it was in 1988. Love the guitar on this. Excellent track. The Finest Drops. The bass line is great. I love the drum. It's got that real hollowness on it. The Queen of Ure and the King of Really good track this is. It's quite a catchy tune. The keyboard and the drum beat really do add to that. Then we have Free Falling Divisions, an excellent track. It's got that gothic rock sort of Sisters of Mercy sound to it. It's an excellent track. It's a Boy, my favourite track on here. They've recorded it before, but this is the best version of it. Boiling Boy, it's a bit too long, but I do like it. That's the trouble. I think they could have shortened it about, but it's still a really good track. Kidney Bingos, some nice guitar tones on that, pretty solid. Come Back in Two Halves, what a riff that on there. It's when you listen to this track, it's one of them riffs that you can't get out of your head. Follow the Locust, the bass line is excellent. It reminds me a bit like of Into the Valley by the Skids. That's what I like about it. In a Public Place, of a little bit different again. It's better. It's a different version to the one they've done before. A really good album. I think that this album went under the radar because it's really got some great tracks on it. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 8.5. Okay, coming in at number 3, we got the third album released in 1979, and it's called 154, and it's got Colin Graham, BC Gilbert and Robert Go to Bed. Additional people: Kate Lucas plays flute on here, Tim Souster electric violin, Hilly Crystal bass vocals on A Mutual Friend, and Joe Whiting plays on that as well. I Should Have Known Better, the opening track, with a great bit of drumming. That great bass really adds to this track. Vocal delivery is brilliant. Two People in a Room, it's 2 minutes, it's a killer short sharp track. The drumming on this is brilliant, so is the bass. Then we have the 15th, good track. That bass line, there's some great bass lines on this album, and that's one of them. The Other Window, another short track. The vocal delivery is a bit more spoken, and that drums has got an echo. Single KO, an interesting track. I do love the guitar work on this. It's quirky, and it's that little bit of keyboard that keeps coming in that's really good. A Touching Display. This is 7 minutes long, and it's such an eerie, dowy, melodic song, and I really like it. On Returning, it's got a real new wave feel about it. Excellent track. A mutual friend. Love this song. The structure. I like all the people that contributed on that. Made this track a really nice track. Blessed State. Yeah, it's probably the weakest track on here. Not one of my favourites. Once Is Enough. It's got that real punky sound to it. Also, it's got some of that space age sound as well. It really sort of a fusion of space rock and punk. It really works. Map reference: 40 degrees north, 90 degrees west. Harmony sing on this is the guitar work is super. Indirect inquiries. It's got that deadpan vocal, which I like. It's very Lou Reed, and it's eerie as well, which I do like. It gives it atmosphere. And 40 versions, not too bad. It does lack a little something, and there's a law about a bit of hurriness and to get the album finish feel to it. Pretty solid tracks on here. A couple of tracks that are not particularly favourites, but it didn't distract me from enjoying the album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8.6. Okay then, coming in at number 2, we have the debut album released in 1977, and it's called Pink Flag. Bruce Gilbert, Robert Go to Bed on drums, Graham Lewis bass, Colin Newman vocals, additional people: Kate Lucas, Dave Olbert backing vocals, Kate plays the flute, Mike Thorne, who's producing, there's a bit of piano on one track and a little bits of backing vocals on the other. So the first track is called Reuters. Really good track. I love the riffs on this, and there's a nice little bit of piano. Now this album's got little short pieces on it. It's Field Day for Sundays. For 28 seconds, it's got a lot of punch, and then it just stops. Then we have Three Girl Rumba. It's amazing what you can pack into 1 minute and 23 seconds. Great beat, great vocal, great drums. Lion Tamer, certainly got a bit of funk, post-pop sort of thing. Excellent riffs. Low Down, a short melodic track. I like that one quite a lot. Start to Move, another track. It's just over a minute long, pretty solid though. Brazil, it's very short, but this is one of them. I think these tracks are they're nice little ideas, but they couldn't take them forwards. But Brazil, that little bit is really good. It's So Obvious, another of those tracks that could have gone on further. It's just a really good riff. Surgeon's Girl, I love the energy in this. They pack so much into 1 minute and 17 seconds. My favourite track on here is the title track, Pink Flag. It's raw, it's melodic, it's plug in your instruments, hit record and go. That's what I like about it. Then you get this little instrumental called The Commercial. It's very sort of, it could be used in a commercial. Straight Line, 44 seconds of solid punk rock. Excellent. 106 beats that. Short, sharp and straight to the point. Mr. Suit, I just love the energy in this. It's short, it's sweet, makes its statement and finishes. Strange, a really good track. It's very melodic and gritty. It's got some lovely flute on it as well from Kate Lucas. It's a really nice track. Fragile, short, sharp, catchy, brilliant. Mannequin, bass line on this is really good. It's just a simple guitar riff as well. Different to Me, another short track. They cram everything in they can in 43 seconds. Champs, quite long for this. It's 146. Got an excellent drum line from Robert on that. Feeling Called Love, the bass line at the beginning is brilliant. And then the last track, 12 Times You, powerful track. Love the bass line. Now this album has got 21 songs, but its running time is only 35 minutes. It's a plug-in and go record, and that's what I love about it. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 8.8. But my number one album is their second album from 1978, and it's called Chairs Missing. Colin, Bruce, Graham, Robert, Catherine Lucas is back on the flute as well. So the first track is called Practice Makes Perfect. This is an excellent track. I love the opening to this. The guitars are good. There's a catchy tune. gets on with it straight away. My favourite track on here is a thing called French Film Blurred. The guitar work is really good on this. I love the quirky little bit of keyboard on it as well. Then we get another short track, Another Letter. Love the bass on this. Again, that little keyboard and a great drum beat. Men Second, powerful 1 minute 43. It's got a real punky edge to it. Really good. Marooned, bassline, eerie keyboards, wonderful. Sand in My Joints. It's 1 minute 50, but it's powerful. It's got a punch and a brilliant bassline. Being Sucked In Again. The guitar riffs are really good on here. There's a nice little bit of keyboard on it. Heartbeat, atmospheric, eerie. The flute from Kate really adds to that track. Mercy, love the riffs on this. The bass line is super. Outdoor Miner, a very different sort of track. It's got some crisp guitars instead of that distorted sound. I Am the Fly, this is brilliant. The lyrics are good. It's just a powerful song. I Feel Mysterious Today, just the vocal delivery and the guitars are super on that. Short, sweet, straight to the point. From the Nursery, driving riffs, one of the best songs on the album. Got a great beat to it. Used To, another great track, and the guitar work on this is great. It's short, it's punchy. And then we got Too Late. It's got a great rawness to this, a great track to end the album. It's quite aggressive as well. Okay, there's 15 tracks on here, but the album again is only 42 minutes long. Every track on here is brilliant. They sort of developed from Pink Flag and made them shorter ones a little bit longer and a bit more punchy, and I reckon it was probably one of the most underrated albums of 1978, and I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 9 out of 10. So there we go. There's a bit of why I've thoroughly enjoyed listening to these, especially some of their early albums. They are super. Yeah, I've really enjoyed that one. Okay, tomorrow, what have we got tomorrow? Got a really interesting, and it's all the videos tomorrow are on 3 known for their instrumentals. Sophomore Dome tomorrow is Vangelis's Earth against Mike Oldfield's Hergest Ridge, and then Pick and Mix is In the Camera's View. And I found on YouTube the China in Concerts Jean-Michel Jarre did. He was one of the first Western artists to perform in China, so we're going to be having a look at that as well tomorrow. So have a great day. It's going to be a real warm one as well. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.